Today is National Depression Screening Day, a day to help improve mental wellness for all.
As Hispanic Heritage Month comes to a close, we bring you an inside look into one of our very own.
It's that time of year again. What does Apple have in store for us? We'll find out next.
I'm Brandon Vasquez.
I'm Macy Cuthbertson, and NHSTV Live starts right now.
Last night was the first and only vice presidential debate between Vice President Pence and Senator Harris. The two squared off in Salt Lake City, Utah. Jabs were traded, but remained mostly civil. Questions included the pandemic, the economy, foreign policy, justice reform, racial inequality, and election integrity. And breaking, just this morning, President Trump says he won't participate in the second presidential debate scheduled for next Tuesday, after organizers announced it will be virtual.
In 1946, the National Mental Health Act became a law. In 1949, America's first Mental Health Week began focusing on pointing out symptoms of depression and anxiety. This week soon grew into a Mental Health Month, spreading awareness for a serious issue that's often overlooked.
I think one of the big things in our society now is the social media and all of the approval that people seek.
Whether you're addicted to social media or finding yourself being different than your regular, the misconception of change often gets intertwined with more serious issues such as depression. And these signs may hit way closer to home than you'd expect.
Feelings of sadness, anxious, can't sleep, the thoughts that you're having. Are you having thoughts that are positive? Or are you having negative thoughts about harming yourself or not being able to function for the day, thinking about how you're going to get out of bed? When can you go back to your bed? Having a hard time eating, those types of things. When you're starting to feel like that, it's important to talk to someone.
Even if you aren't experiencing them yourself, friends and even family might be. So what might you do if you find one of them going through any of these symptoms?
If someone's health is in danger, it's really important to talk about it. Yes, they might be upset with you temporarily. Down the line, it could be saving their life.
Social media, a tool that to most people is a blessing, but can it negatively affect your mental health and actually be a curse in disguise?
Understanding social media in your life is there's a spot for it and then it stops. Not letting it be what you're about and where you're seeking approval and where you're looking for happiness. I think when people focus on their lives and the choices they're making and the goals that they have in life and the things that they want to achieve, that's where you're going to find true happiness, and working towards those things will bring happiness.
If you or anyone you know is experiencing these symptoms or irregular behavior, go to your local doctor or go to nationalsafespace.org to screen for free. This has been Ventura Colwell with NHSTV.
If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, here are some resources to reach out to.
We have had so many new additions to our NHS staff. Reporter Javier Rivera took a walk down the language hallway to get the story.
As we come back to school, you might start to see a lot of familiar and even some newer faces on our campus, with new APs and other added staff ranging from athletics, science, and even new educators in language, such as Mr. Becerra.
The verb is not conjugated here. By default, there's no saber o conocer. I became bilingual when I moved to the U.S. My first language is Spanish, and I grew up speaking Spanish my whole life. This is saber o es a conocer? Saber o conocer? And you can do your whole life in the U.S. with only speaking Spanish, right? But you can choose to learn the language and enjoy the rest of the things that the country has to offer. And that's what I did. It was not easy. A lot of people can make an assumption on just looking at you. And I think that, and just talking about Hispanic Heritage Month, we are more than flowers, and we're more than donkeys, and we're more than that. We are teachers, engineers, doctors. Part of the selection is like how I'm going to portray myself in this environment. And I tell my students as a Latino, you have a standard. And the standard is how are you going to portray yourself? Because you're not only portraying yourself, you're portraying the whole community. And we have to think about that versus other people probably don't care about it. But for me, that's important. when I walk in a place, I want them to say my name and not just a Mexican guy.
This has been Javier Rivera Godero with NHSTV.
Thanks, Javier. Be sure to tune in next week for a deeper dive into prominent figures for Hispanic Heritage Month. Another thing happening this October revolves around a very well-known company. October 13th, Apple is holding an event where they're thought to be introducing their new iPhone, the iPhone 12. It is said to be the most expensive iPhone released yet, over $150 more than Apple originally planned. Apple is currently trying to cut down its prices by removing the charger and the headphones that commonly come with purchasing a new phone. The new phone is said to have 5G support, a fresh design, and new sizes. So for all our Apple users, be sure to keep an eye out.
Students, if you're looking for some Texan merchandise, Stuco is selling t-shirts right now. Just head over to room 636 and they have two options available for you. The Black Unity shirt is $11 and the Northwest Redout shirt is $10. Miss Woodard accepts cash and card payments, so make sure to support your Texan Stuco and buy some t-shirts before they run out.
If you do end up buying some of our Stuco merch, don't forget to wear it to the football game. Speaking of football, Executive Director of Athletics Joel Johnson was able to inform us on the COVID protocols that have been put in place for NISD athletics.
Guideline that we've been given, and that's what we're going to follow. So we've got plans in place. You know, the big thing for us is we want to make sure our parents get to see their kids compete. So it's going to be challenging in our middle school gymnasiums that don't hold a whole lot to begin with. And then you talk about that being 50% capacity, and then you talk about 3 games going on in the same night at a middle school gym. So we're working on plans to accommodate all of our parents, whether it's a middle school activity or a high school activity.
The 50% capacity seating for varsity athletics applies to both football, volleyball, and cross country. Sports such as basketball, baseball, and soccer follow the same protocols at the moment, but protocols may change as the year goes on. We will keep you updated if there are any changes in seating protocols for athletic events. Remember, varsity sports are the only sports that allow fan seating. Sub-varsity athletics allow no fan seating. They only allow family members of a student if they're playing in the game.
Tomorrow, our Texan football team takes on Grapevine Colleyville in their own Mustang Stadium. The guidelines are as follows: wear a mask, no selling of tickets at the gate, socially distance, and all fans must leave as soon as the game ends. See you all at the game.
Tomorrow is Pajama Day, so be sure to dress up and show your school pride. Have a great day, Texans.
Also, we would like to congratulate our new freshman parliamentarian, Arabella Betzel, and our new freshman social media officer, Isabella Hamrick. Thanks for watching. This has been NHSTV Live.